welcome back. So I probably have a bunch of random things to talk about today. I was gonna talk about the thing I forgot to mention about the date. Um, the reason why I felt like going into the date like I probably wouldn't be a match is because she lives almost 3 hours away. I didn't mention that. And so I knew like going in, I'm gonna have to really like this person to for this to be a thing because I had to drive an hour to meet her, and she drove almost 2 hours. I didn't realize that. I thought she was only like an hour away or under. I'm like 2 hours. It's still far, but it's a little bit better. 3 hours. Like I'm gonna have to really like this person. And it just wasn't. It wasn't like you have to put so much effort for 3 hours, and um, I didn't feel like I was comfortable making that kind of a commitment. So it's probably not going to be a match. After I finish this thing, um, after I finish this doing these videos, I'm going to fill out my Talkify survey, and I'm probably going to say that I don't want to do another date. Which is, I just feel so, it's stupid, and it's very, like, weirdly arrogant for me to be like, well, I'm so sad, because I bet she really liked me. She could have hated me, I don't know. She was a very nice person, so she probably would have acted the same way either way, to be like, oh, well, I don't want to be a jerk to this guy, even though he's a dip. I'm a dip. But yeah, 3 hours. She lived in Pennsylvania. That's how far away she was. She probably lived closer to Dalton than to me. Okay, while these guys are fighting, I'm gonna read the Constitution. Hey, look at what I bought. I never read the Constitution. I don't think. I mean, I've read parts of it, obviously. Mostly the amendments. I mean, most of it is just like, before I read it, most of it I think is like, oh, the president does this, and the Congress does this. The senators do this. Senators are 6 years. The House of Representatives are 2. Sorry. Article 5. The Congress, whenever 2/3 of both houses shall deem it necessary, shall propose amendments. Okay, that makes sense. Article 7. How many articles are there? There's 7. Oh, and on the bottom it's just the signatures. The ratification of the Convention of 9 States shall be sufficient for the establishment of this Constitution. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Today's my last day. And then next week, hopefully I'll be better by then. Done in convention by unanimous consent of the states, 17th day of September, 1787, and the independence of the United States, the 12th. What? George Washington, President Jeff Beatty from Virginia. New Jersey, William Livingston, Patterson, and Dayton. Brearley. It's funny, like all these names are things from New Jersey. David Brearley is a school in New Jersey. William Patterson. I'm sure the town Patterson is named after William Patterson. Dayton. John Dayton. Dayton is the high school in Springfield, New Jersey, I think. Livingston. Livingston is a town in New Jersey. That's interesting. What about New York? Oh, New York was just Hamilton. That's it. Pennsylvania was Ben Franklin and James Wilson Fitzsimmons. And then there are the amendments. There are 26, 27, whatever. So I'm gonna read this. Look at this little guy. The whole thing is right here. And the entire foundation of the country is this guy. That's why it's so stupid. Like, the Constitution should be longer. We should be doing amendments all the time. Amendment: you should have water when you want it. There you go. Is this the end? Please let this be the end. I think this is out of batteries. Uh-oh. 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 Hold position. I think it wanted me to hold my position. These things are gonna kill me. Ooh. Oh, the shotgun is good. But I'm out of ammo. Uh-oh. Oh no, I have 60 bullets. That's a lot. Okay, sorry. Oh, they're coming. Oh. Come on. Oh. What game was I playing that it was just unpacking? Wasn't I playing another game this week? I don't know. Blind dates are better. I did bad at the shower. I did feel kind of weirdly confident after the shower for the date. And I was thinking it was because at the wedding shower, there was a bunch of, like, couples there. And it was, like, older couples. And I was like, oh, what are they doing that's so special, like, that I can't do? They're just sitting there. They're not being interesting or funny or whatever. They're just, like, I could do that. And that's all you do, right? I don't know. There's, like, a weight on the first time you meet somebody. Like, it has to be amazing. But then you look at, like, older people and they're just, like, sitting there. And it's like, oh, I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's hard because you do make judgments when you first meet somebody. Like, I was making judgments of, like, you have to, right? You're deciding whether or not you want to commit to an emotional connection to this person, emotional connection to this person. Jesus Christ, I gotta finish today. I hate when I do that and I mumble mouth words. Person. You sound like an idiot. Sorry. I did that once too, like a couple days ago. And when I watch the video back, if I see that, I'm gonna be like, ugh, you mush mouth. Enunciate. Red leather, yellow leather. When am I gonna use that? I'm gonna use it right now. Well. Reload. Am I empty? They're all couples, no single people, and they're not special. I could do that. Yeah, that was the note. What are the odds I meet someone I like? I already did that. I did have another. I need that. I need my phone. Didn't know what time it is. Are we done with this level? Come on. Bagoosh. Oh my gosh. I need my phone. Come on, let's talk about something interesting today. Well, I try to finish this level. People who do mass shootings don't have a mental illness. There's something. Oh, anti-MLM. I've been watching a lot of those videos. You guys watch those? Oh. Anti-MLM. It's interesting. I kind of wanted to talk about the bigger, like, there are a lot of anti-MLM channels that keep popping up for me. It's interesting that you can just make a living on that concept. It's very easy to be anti-MLM because they're basically just legal pyramid schemes. And like, oh, these are bad. Okay, yeah, whatever. But like, how many videos can you do? But I keep watching them, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Oh. I kind of wanted to, I can't really do this in 3 minutes, but just do a video where I summarize every anti-MLM video into one video, because they always make the same points. But my favorite thing is watching the Zoom calls for the MLMs, because they're always so crazy. Like, I don't care about the MLM people, like the anti-MLM people who do their like talking heads and like, oh man, these companies are so bad. But I really like watching the Zoom calls because the people are crazy. And it is like kind of like a cultish atmosphere of like, all the Zoom calls are basically just like these pep rallies, like, you gotta start selling better, and you gotta do your targets, and if you're having a bad mindset, like, you gotta change your mindset. And then it's like, well, what are we talking about? Like, is the reason why I'm not making any money because of my mindset, or is it just like people just don't want to buy this stuff right now? Isn't that a possibility? And they're always like, no, it's your mindset. You gotta change your mindset. Be positive about everything. And if you're not selling, it's because you're not positive enough. That can't be right. That's stupid. And so every anti-MLM video is just like making fun of these. I mean, the ones that I like are the ones that just play the videos and don't talk over it, because I like watching them. I'm so fascinated by those videos. And being like, what would it be like to be in a job like this? It's crazy. What are you guys doing back here? Just hanging out? I guess as long as MLM, well, I was thinking about the goal of the anti-MLM thing is to get rid of MLMs. And I guess eventually that would be a good thing. But I understand, I guess, why it's an interesting thing. I understand why the government hasn't, like, just made it illegal, because it's a huge industry, like billions of dollars, and has hundreds of thousands of employees. Like, if you were the president, would you be willing to take away? That would be bad for the economy. Like, it's interesting to just take a market like that out and just be like, nope, where are those people gonna go? And the thing about MLMs is it's the pyramid scheme. All the money that's generated is basically just inside the pyramid. The money isn't really coming from outside. I think that's the definition of a pyramid scheme, is like all the money, like 80% or whatever of the revenue is generated by people inside the company. um, because that's what a Ponzi scheme is like. Um, you say, I have this amazing investment. It's only going to cost you $1,000. So then you take $5,000 from people. Well, let's say you take $5,000 from 100 people, and you have $500,000. Then you distribute like $10,000 to 50 of those people. So 50 of the people made 100% return. And then you can kind of go to more people and say like, hey, 50% of the people made 100% return. So if you invest here, you can, and then you get more money, and then you get 100 more people to invest $5,000. Then you take part of their money and you give it to the top people, and then you give part of the money to the people who you gave $0 to. So now you're like, even if you can go to new people and be like, hey, even if you give me $5,000, you're gonna make your money back, because look at the people, all 100 people who invested in the first year made all their money back. And they're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's good. And then they give you money, but there is no investment. All the money is generated by, and then obviously, if you're Bernie Madoff and you have a billion people investing, you take a cut of that and you make a lot of money. But all the money is inside. So MLMs are a little bit different, because in a Ponzi scheme, maybe you can just do all the money inside the pyramid. But MLMs, there is like, you are making a product, like you're making shampoo or whatever that you can sell to people. But the thing about MLMs is, because of the structure, they usually make worse products for more money, because they have to distribute the profits to more people in the pyramid. So their products cost more and do less, usually. Except for Longo Burger. But that's when you can get... I'm talking way too long about this. But I wanted to finish this level. That's why I think the best MLMs, you kind of treat it like a luxury product. Like, you're paying a lot, but it's for like a designer prestige type thing. Like, oh, this is like... You have to make your product into like a, I don't know, Coco Chanel or something. And then people will be like, I'm paying for the design even if the product isn't doing anything different than anybody else. Like, there's nothing special about a designer handbag than any other handbag. It's just the design and like the status of the designer. And be like, oh, you have a Coco Flippy Floop? You must be cool. So I think the best MLMs probably do that, because then they can get away with selling high prices for something that is not special. They do a lot of services too. Like, I know there's this one called Beachbody, where it's just like a trainer. So like, you can get away with charging a lot of money for a trainer, because you could be like, oh, I'm doing super training on you, but I pay $15 a month for my trainer, and that's it. But like, this Beachbody thing's probably like $100 a month, because they have to distribute the profits to more people. You don't just distribute the profit to one person. Well, you don't do that in a regular company either. I don't know. I thought I was gonna finish today. I didn't even finish one level in 6 episodes. But I should probably finish that point because I sounded like an idiot leaving it off there. Please stay close to my shirt. Blah, blah, blah. Whoa. Let's just finish this part and then I'll be done. Ay, ay, ay. What's after this? Maybe I'll just finish this on my own time. This is ridiculous. This is so long. Because if you don't finish the level, you have to start at the beginning. That's crazy. Ew. Ew. So... I don't know, I guess I never thought about it. But in my mind, I was like, okay, you have... I don't know. Yeah, that's a dumb point that I made before. Whatever. And we're just gonna finish here. I'm trying to think that through in my brain. That idea of, are MLMs different than a normal company because they have to distribute profits to multiple layers of the pyramid? So if you have a normal company and you sell lighting reflectors, that's where all your 99% of your profit comes from, that you distribute as pay for your labor. So I don't know. No, I'm just thinking it through, sorry. It's not different. Why would it be different? I have to think this more. Sorry, this is not interesting. Okay, that's it for the week, and this video was way too long, and because I wanted to finish the level, but I didn't, and see you tomorrow. Bye.